Hi people. We hope you're having a great day today. Heartland Season 15 came to an end, and we have to wait for yet another year until the next season. The show revolves around the Heartland Ranch, which is owned by Flemings, who are just a bunch of adorable people. The family isn't a big one perhaps, but it consists of some big characters that we love to watch. Every single character on the show has some distinctive qualities that make them lovable. When you combine these unique characters with an interesting plot that follows them throughout the years, you get yourself a hit show that manages to attract millions for 15 long years. This is an absolute success for the show since its core fandom never stops watching it. Many of us grew up with the show and have been enjoying it since our childhood. However, the core fandom isn't the only one that is tuning in for the show. A few years ago, Netflix bought the streaming rights of the show, making it available worldwide. This initiative has become a game changer for Heartland, since the show has become a global hit after being on air for more than a decade. Now, new audiences are discovering the show every single day, meaning that the show never loses momentum and is likely to continue for more years to come. This overflow of the audience, however, played with our perception of the show. Suddenly, because more people are watching the show, most of us thought that it's because the new seasons are better than old ones. Is this perception true, though? Are we being fair to the old seasons? In our opinion, due to the accessibility of the internet and Netflix's involvement, when we base our judgment on Heartland's success solely on the ratings, we're being unfair to the previous season. When the series first started back in 2007, even YouTube was far away from being the way it is today. Naturally, even if the Canadian audience were able to watch Heartland on their TV, for the rest of the world, it wasn't that easy. In the US and the UK, some TV networks were buying the streaming rights of the show and releasing the seasons months after their initial release date. In non-English-speaking countries, however, that option wasn't available. This was already a major obstacle in front of Heartland to be a global hit. The series was limited to only English-speaking countries, which were very few already. Right now, not only the dubbing and subbing sectors are making wonders, but also the technological developments such as VPN allow us to access anything from any country, including Heartland. This doesn't mean that the first few seasons of Heartland were flops. On the contrary, they were great, but they were lacking the number audience that was available to appreciate them. To come up with a better judgment, we decided to take a look into the scores of Heartland episodes on IMDb, since public perception is as important as the number of people watching the series. According to our research, most of the Heartland episodes are rated above 8, which is amazing. The highest rated episode of the show so far is at Season 3. The 5th episode of Season 13 has an IMDb score of 9.6, which is more than impressive. However, Season 5, Season 9, and Season 12 stand out specifically among other seasons, as their episodes are rated very highly, and it seems like they have become the ones that received the best reception from the public. Especially the episodes Aftermath, Candles in the Wind, Ties of the Earth, Resolutions, Stress Fractures, and Long Road Back remain as some of the most loved episodes of the show so far. This means that the success of the show's seasons spread across years rather than focusing on only the later or early seasons. Still, some people insist that Season 15 is the best season ever. We believe that the perception over this claim is caused by the fact that Season 15 came after a very displeased season, Season 14. Season 14 was almost universally hated by the Heartland fans. The seasons were not bad in the traditional sense. There were no issues with it in terms of its structure or acting. However, it started with the death of a beloved character, and the rest of it was focusing on mourning after this character. Naturally, people disliked it heavily, to the point of refusing to watch the series as a whole. Season 15, on the other hand, started with a promising episode in which Amy focused on her dreams about her career and how successful she can be if she wants. The rest of the series also continued so far pretty well as we focused on the intimate relationships between the family members. Of course, there is still some drama in the show, but it cannot be compared to the tragic atmosphere of Season 14. The tone of Season 15 is visibly lighter and much more positive. Therefore, we're not surprised to see that some people are welcoming the season with open arms as they have been craving for a good Heartland season for the past year or so. Still, this doesn't make Season 15 the best season ever in our opinion. Maybe in a year from now, our opinion may change, since we would have watched all the episodes of Season 15 and provided a healthier judgment for it. However, at this point, we believe it's too soon to come up with such a claim. What do you think about Season 15? Do you think it is the best season ever? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.